right there, man.
Welcome back to SPORTSCAST. Just for all the video listeners, we played a little
Your mom was so
wrestling montage for all the podcasters. So if you want to hear that, you got to go back and listen to the audio. We don't want to get flagged on YouTube for it, but it's good shit, right?
She realized it was fake, right?
It didn't matter. She doesn't like violence.
She didn't like men.
No, she doesn't like
shirtless
violence.
men like sweating all up on each other.
She doesn't like violence. Period.
Yeah, she just doesn't like
human on human violence.
Yeah, like she can't watch MMA. There's no way my mom.
Now she could do a war movie.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Where it's just a war scene, but individual people trying to kill each other. No. She had a real problem with that. Yeah, she didn't dig that.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
I just told her.
So Full Metal Jacket's
like
her favorite movie?
You know, I'm gonna give in on a whole lot of shit, but I'm not giving in on this, man. Me and my boys are watching this. If you want to leave, if you want to go upstairs, do whatever you got to do. But me and my boys are watching this, man. We're bonding on this shit. So. Sorry.
It says that you guys have to watch. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, just appreciate what the spectacle and the flips and the stuff that those guys do with their bodies.
Lord, absolutely.
Those wrestlers.
The two dives off the cage right there at the top of the cage.
Man.
It's insane.
It's awesome. So good for them. All right, Knock. Let's get into some football stuff. You guys can call the show 626-208-9040. Can you throw me a beer real quick?
I brought you a shot. You said you wanted a shot, so I brought you a shot.
This is for who should I take this shot to, Knocker? You know what? This is for fucking Knocker. We're going, what, you go 6-0?
6-0 in the last 6 games against the spread, baby. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Knocker.
All 4 of the divisional games and both the fucking conference championships.
I appreciate the support from everybody on Twitter that said, hey, you had a stellar regular season.
Right? But who owns the playoffs? And that's why I won the Pigskin Pick'ems. I told you it was my year.
Knocker, I've been wrong in the last 3 Super Bowls, I think.
You've been wrong a lot in the playoffs lately.
No, because I picked Patriots last year, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I won that. But I lost the Seahawks.
You had some rough times.
Yeah, I lost Denver when they got up on us. So, all right, Knock, what's for you?
Well, thank you.
Shot.
My shot's for you for
actually. He's preying. He's preying.
I'm preying it. Yeah.
He's preying.
I'll bring this one down low. Okay, I'll stop.
This is for you.
Yeah.
For actually getting off your ass.
Yeah.
Going buying the fucking bracket.
Dude, I handled it.
You actually went and bought the bracket.
I'm sick of seeing that TV fucking sitting here, be like, why isn't it used? I'm sick of being like this.
You took it upon yourself to go get the bracket. And you didn't just get any bracket. You did some research and bought a bracket that fit our situation where it only took 2 lag bolts.
No,
right? You didn't need 4.
Joint.
Yeah, but you did it.
Hey, no, to your power tools for you handling
power
that shit.
Tools, baby.
Power tools for your and Renee for not having anything to do with it but being cool.
but cheers anyways.
Rock that fucking bracket,
now
bro.
Now you can play the song.
Oh, okay.
Everybody! Everybody!
Yeah, bear.
I love us.
I love too.
I love us.
I love our little group we have.
Are we golfing this weekend?
Yeah, Penny. They're going to the American Girl Dolls.
Wow.
Wait, what?
You were right. Great up into American.
They're going to the American Girl Doll Store. Say that. I bet you can say it 3 times, fuckers.
They're going to the American Girl Doll Store. They're going to the American Girl Doll Store. American Girl Doll Store.
American Girl Doll Store?
Okay, everyone, right now, stop. Everyone's listening
Sounds
to the
like
show.
a whorehouse. I'm just kind of wondering.
Stop. Everyone say, she's going to the American Girl Doll Store.
The American
She's
Girl
going to
Doll
the
Store.
American Girl Doll Store. American Girl Doll Store. That is pretty hard to say. American Girl Doll Store. American Girl Doll Store. American Girl Doll Store. Yeah, I did it.
Can you give me a beer? Anyways, they're going. I should be able to golf Saturday. All right. I'm down. I just cleaned my clubs the other day too. I need to go. Got some new Callaways. Got some new Callaway balls.
My new 3-wood should be here by Friday. So, I'm ready.
Where do you want to go?
Cheapest place. Probably Azusa Canyon over here.
Work?
What time tomorrow?
No, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning I do.
You want to golf?
I work 7 a.m. Yeah.
Bitch hours.
I
bro.
do.
Right.
7 a.m.
How you
to
have
1.
any type of sleep schedule with the way you work.
Speaking of
Pretty
golf, though,
ridiculous.
it was
I don't
pretty
sleep.
cool.
Oh, and Tiger's back. Speaking of golf, we're gonna talk to him about him later in the show.
We are?
Yeah, Tiger Woods.
Okay.
He's back. I
Well,
got prop bets, bro.
who cares?
You got Torrey Pines this weekend.
Who cares?
What do you mean?
Who cares?
The man's back. Thank you, Renee. Like, you know what? Fucking bravo, sir.
He's right on it. Look at
That might be
him.
the first time he's pulled up a picture without
Right?
me saying, "Hey, can you pull this picture up, Renee?"
Wow.
I fucking love him right now.
Wow.
Have another bowl of pasta, motherfucker.
Have some more spaghetti, another bong load. Get on it, bro.
I will. Trust me.
But no, it was really cool watching the men's golf tournament in Palm Springs this weekend
Yeah.
because they played at PGA West.
Okay.
And I have played 2 of the 3 courses that they played.
You
Zach has played all
bastard.
3 of them.
Oh.
The stadium course looked like just absolutely ridiculous. There's one trap on the 16th hole,
Yeah.
right? The trap is on the side of the green.
Mhm.
Now picture this. It's 18 feet below the green,
Okay. Wow, that's a big draw.
right? It's
Yeah.
18 feet. You've got to get this thing out of the sand 18 feet in the air to get on the green.
It's like a doomsday bunker.
There were
man.
3 golfers that fell getting into the trap because the slope is so
Knocker. That's
but it
not-
was
that's
kinda
not for
neat
me. You
watching
know me
them-
and sand. It just doesn't work well.
right. It was really neat
Doesn't go
watching
well.
them play a course that you actually played. Right,
Yeah.
I've played those courses, so that was pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
it's
It
gotta
went to
be
a
cool.
6-hole
It's gotta
playoff.
be cool.
John Rahm won. Very good playoff though.
Speaking
was
of that,
cool.
again, golf tournament of ours, April 21st. You gotta sign up. We're gonna get that. I'll get that Facebook page up.
Yeah,
by
get on it. Okay,
Next week.
you got the bracket now. Phase 2
Yeah, I got it.
is to get.
I'm working it.
We need the money. Okay,
All
we
right.
need the money because we have to pay a $1,300 deposit by the end
I
of the
put
month.
The deposit up.
Okay.
We're good.
No. That was the original 500.
Yeah.
We need another 1,300 by the end of February.
All right, we'll get out there and we'll start.
So you lazy ass listeners,
we know who you are because you play in the.
We
golf
know who
tournament
you
every
are.
year, so we're gonna solicit
get your
you.
money in.
So.
Get it in, but we can't. You can't get the money in because there's no fucking site to get it in on yet.
Oh yeah, I gotta build that. I gotta put it up on the page. I'll have it up on the website by tomorrow. You know, I'll do that. I have it because I have it saved. All I gotta do is like I just gotta do it.
Reinsert it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess that's what it is. Whatever the technical geek term is, that's what I gotta do. Dude, let's go. Here we go. God damn it.
We may not ever get anywhere. We're having a hell of a time trying.
Super Bowl 52 knocker. L-I-I. Remember last year I didn't know my Roman numerals? I learned them. Stop!
A Super Bowl, a Lee.
Me and Mike have decided, a.k.a. Blackout.
Last
Podcast,
year it was only one L.I. It's
Okay.
2 this
We
year.
have to stop.
So it's
that. We have to stop.
Super Bowl, Lee.
No, we have to take. Me and Mike have decided.
Last year,
Renee, that was uncalled for. We did not need to do that.
last year we had the Falcons.
Stop it.
A bird of prey.
Stop.
This year
Stop.
we have eagle.
Stop it.
Symbol of great country, United States. Fly, eagle, fly.
No more.
That's all I got to
We
say.
have to stop.
Fly, eagle, fly.
Mike says he's not
In your
doing anymore.
green
You
uniform.
can't do it anymore. You guys stop.
Beat those Patriots. Whatever shot we had at iHeartRadio just went down the tubes.
We have to stop that.
I know.
Me and Mike decided we were
We
talking.
really do.
We were drunk the other day playing video games. Me and him. We were like, he started talking like that, and I started talking like that, and we both said, like, you know what? That's really racist, huh?
No, not at all.
And he was like, yeah. He's like, you know what?
You are racist.
I was going to do it on my radio show, but then I thought not. And it was like, how do you guys deal with that? I was like, I don't know. We never really thought about it.
No one's called and complained yet.
Well, we haven't checked our Asian numbers.
Our Asian number.
Oh, we have an Asian number?
Yeah. You can tell where the video views and audio views come in.
Wow. I did not know that. My bad.
All right, here we go. Let's throw some background.
There's a whole 4 people we alienated on this.
There you go, Knock. Got some news coming up just real quick. New England Patriots, Knocker. You can throw Mr. Gronk up there. Throw that hit up there one more time for us. Knocker, he's Still shut down according to the injury report here.
Got to go through the protocol, man.
The update for him. We'll see if he's able to play.
Maybe it'll make his comedy better.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got that comedy special on Showtime or something going to be coming out.
It's terrible.
Knocker, how?
That's what I heard.
How obviously it's important to the team. It drastically changes things. I mean, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts around it. I'm not going to even try and sugarcoat it. He's a big player. Everyone knows he is. He's the best tight end in the game. And people can argue Travis Kelce, but the dude's unstoppable.
I'd rather have than Gronk than Kelce.
How unstoppable, though, are the Patriots without Gronk? We saw him come back win the game.
You know, 2 inches the other way, and Amendola doesn't catch either one of those passes. So, you know, you can say all you want, this and that, but again, if there's one team and one coach that can adjust to the loss, because they've lost him before. This isn't new. This isn't earth-shaking that he's not going to play if he doesn't play.
Right.
They've been through this before. They will adjust. This is the best adjusting, preparing team in the last 15 years in the NFL, maybe ever. So the fact that he's not there, yeah, it hurts, but does it drastically change their game plan? Does it drastically change the point spread? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. I think that they're going to have the grace of having that extra week off between the playoffs, and I think they're going to be able to come back. I think without Gronk, it does change things. It really does.
It does. But
it does a lot. Red zone play. I think it changes things for Brady. That you're concentrated on. You can concentrate solely on Amendola at that point and let Hogan do. I mean, Hogan's good, but he's not big. He's not a big guy that can go up and get the ball. You need Gronk's just that big guy for them.
Understand that, but that's not what the Patriots do. The Patriots play with what they have on the field. They are better at it than anybody else. They're better at it. They have been better at it, and they will be better at it in this game. He's not there. They're not going to panic and say, "Oh, what the hell are we going to do?" They are more prepared for him being lost than, let's say, if the Eagles lost, one of their top wide receivers or something like that, or Ertz, that would really change whatever they do because they haven't had to make those adjustments year after year. The Patriots, year after year after year, have adjusted to losing Edelman, losing Gronk, losing running back, losing this guy, losing that guy, losing, trading. Nobody's here. Welker, blah. Everybody said when they lost Welker, all hell was going to break loose. Blah, 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 blah.
How the line changes. Because right now it's at
at game time. Oh, it's already dropped to 9.5, 5.5?
No, it was at, 6?
I thought it opened at 7.
No.
I think it opened at 7.
Someone on Twitter.
I think it opened at 7.
I thought it opened at 6 and it's at 5.5 right now. Because I think the Sharks are getting on the Eagles. I think.
Yeah, well, at 7 they were. Yeah.
I think public once again is going to be riding the Patriots. I will be just playing solely squares because I'm not going to.
By the way, our numbers are 2-1 in the $100 poll.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our Asian numbers.
2-1.
Yeah.
So we need like a fucking safety or missed field goal.
We need to be touching a winning square. It's our only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's our only hope.
God. Well, Chabby chimes in and says, I bet Gronk was slamming Tide Pods when no one was watching.
Damn,
slamming Tide Pods. Oh, man, that's pretty funny.
Tide Broads, maybe. I don't know about Tide Pods, but Tide Broads.
That's pretty funny. All right, moving on here. We've got some coaching changes as well in the NFL. As we know, the tension in Pittsburgh between Todd Haley and Ben Roethlisberger hasn't been very good over the past few years. Besides the offense actually being
one of the better offenses in the NFL, production-wise.
Well, Todd Haley moved on to Cleveland. He's going to be their offensive coordinator. Ben Roethlisberger is now, I guess, he's going to be happier. I don't know who they're going to bring in, but he was obviously a little salty at him leaving, and they asked him, what are your thoughts on your coach leaving? And he said, well, yeah, we had a great run. We were very successful when he was here. Just thankful for the opportunity I had to play with him. All the stuff you should say.
Right, generic.
And be a part of that offense. And now we have to face him twice a year. So we'll see how that goes.
Meaning
a little shot.
Meaning we're gonna beat your ass.
Shot. I think you have a picture there, Renee, while you're chugging that beer, looking at your phone. I love him.
I have important things to do.
He's in his zone. Like,
Right.
he's always in his own zone.
Sometimes I tune out. Sorry. What was I looking for? Eagles fans?
It's okay, we're past the story now.
In
No,
the-
we're not on Eagles.
In the beaner
Eagle Rams.
zone.
It's
The
okay.
beaner
Todd
zone.
Haley,
In the
maybe-
beaner zone.
highway to
All right, throw up Jerry Jones.
Beaner zone.
Throw up Jerry Jones. Throw up Jerry Jones. Next year, Knocker. Jerry Jones reiterates that Jason Garrett, Knocker, will
Yes.
be back next year and that he's not on the hot seat. Good or
Well.
bad move? Should Jason Garrett be on the hot seat? Knocker, I'm impartial to this. I think
You're impartial?
I'm not impartial. I guess I am biased to this. That'd be the
Okay.
wrong word. I'm biased just because I think that I like Garrett. I feel like I feel like the Cowboys need a fucking Bill Parcells, man.
They need Jimmy Johnson.
Like a guy that just owns the.
There's no fire there.
Even though he's a redhead, which is kind of fucking. There's no fire, which is weird.
There's no intensity
Like, I don't
there.
see him in the locker room firing up
Right.
my team.
He's not an inspirational guy.
But then
No.
again, though, I don't see Belichick doing that, so I can't really make that argument saying that he's not a
True.
good coach because of that.
He's got one more year.
I don't think he's the guy for us. I don't see him winning the Super Bowl and being afterwards with the kid. I just don't see it. You know.
Well,
he
yeah,
makes
right.
their guys
Well,
hold
with the
trophy.
injuries, I think you have to
Like,
give
you
him
can't
one
see
more
Blake
year.
Bortles ever holding a Super Bowl for a reason.
Well,
You know?
the Cowboys walk a fine line since they fired Jimmy Johnson. It's yes men. It's guys that don't have a personality. It's guys that aren't bigger than
Do you think
the
he's solely
owner.
there because? Do you think he's solely there because he's a puppet?
Yes.
In a way, that's why Jerry.
Yes.
Phone call, Renee.
Yes.
Oh, it's I would have got it. I would have got it eventually.
Who is it?
Well, tomorrow we're off the air, bro.
Phone caller. Who you got?
What's bothering Cam?
Right.
I like my intro.
You like
Always
that?
nice.
You like that?
What's
I do.
What's up, Steve Bullock? What's
Going on,
up?
fellas?
What's up, CB?
Hey, you and me are winners, huh? We're $20 richer, both of us, aren't we?
Yeah, I would like all my $20 in $1 bills, please, and with a rubber band around them so I could just throw it in your face.
Big baller style. Baller style.
Stop! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money!
Yeah, I want it just like that.
Oh my God.
Well, I already have, yes, and I do have something that's bothering me today because there's something that's bothering me every day.
Shocking.
What do you got, dude? What do you
Because
got?
I'm a shrewd, hateful person. It's been something that hasn't been discussed
Oh, my God.
nationally. I don't think a lot of people have seen it, but I don't know if you guys saw Coach Calipari's comments about Duke basketball and Duke recruiting.
No, I did not. Please inform us.
Bring
You
it.
did not?
No.
Okay. Basically, Coach Cal went out and came to say that he wasn't talking about Duke, but he was. He said that he doesn't sell his program and that Kentucky and the rest of the state and the university will take care of his kids, and he recruits his kids only for basketball. And it was basically a veiled shot at Duke for getting the top 3 recruits. And it's just absolutely ridiculous.
So basically, in
I
short,
thought-
Calipari's a little salty that Duke pulled in the top 3 recruits in college basketball.
Yeah, because he's a greaseball. That guy has so much mousse in his hair he doesn't think straight.
Now,
That guy is such a greaseball.
what is your beef besides this and him being salty about this? What is your beef besides? Because
I
you
think
obviously
he's a
probably
boy-
don't. You
I
don't
think
like
he's a-
Calipari for a reason.
My problem is I think he's a blatant hypocrite. He's been caught cheating twice, which he's had to vacate 2 Final Fours. He's mad that his recruiting pitch isn't as good. And you know what? He talked about that his Kentucky athletes have made $1 billion, and he's basically just trying to bang on Coach K for saying that Duke basketball is more than just Duke basketball, which it is. And I just think it's absolutely ridiculous coming from this guy's mouth talking about the one-and-done system of another team, because he invented it. So it's just absolutely ludicrous.
Well, isn't Calipari, like you said, the hypocrisy is just so blatant on this. Calipari has basically said college basketball is only here for these players to play 1 or 2 years and go to the NBA. So I'm buying in. I'm going to try and get the best freshman and keep him here for 2 years and see how many championships I can get. Problem is now Kentucky's dropped out of the top 25 for the first time in like 30 years or something like that.
Are they that bad?
Well, they're just not that good
I mean,
anymore.
I know we're I know I should be up on all my sports, but I'm sorry, guys. College basketball.
No, this year they're
until March Madness, I just don't even.
Well, that's what Cam's saying. That's why he's
I know
pissy.
they're good teams.
That's why he's pissy, because he didn't get the recruits. They're still going to be one and done, and he's left with shit for the next couple of years.
Are those guys going to Duke, Cam? Because I don't know who those players you're referring to, but are those top players, are they? Because are the academic requirements the same for Duke as they are Kentucky, and
Higher.
also are going to since they're going to Duke? Does that mean those players aren't one and done players, as Calipari might have? Are they guys that are going to stay at Duke, or are these guys going to leave as well?
No, they're the top 3 recruits in the country. They're all one and done players. They're just their recruiting class is absolutely ridiculous.
So Coach K knows he's getting.
He beat him at his own game.
Coach K knows he's getting 3 players that are gone.
He's beating him at his own game, basically. And the problem I have with Calipari is that he's just mad of his lack of success. Like, he created this system, and he's not even the best person that's doing it right now in college basketball, which is hilarious.
I like
He's 9 years. He's 9 years into the thing, and he's only won 1 championship, and he gets the top guys every year.
This
guy's such a greaseball. He's a greaseball. He's the
greaseball.
He's the New York. He's a New York top owner.
Now you're dropping New York. Now he's expanding the greaseballness of this.
I can't believe we're going to spend this much time on college basketball. I'm actually going to get into this with you now. I'm kind of intrigued now. Now I really can't. But you got my head thinking. I had a shot. I had a bong toke.
Now you're in stoner thoughts about college basketball, right?
Now,
you are.
Now, what was the coach for? You're going to have to help me with names, but what was the coach for Louisville that just got busted?
Patino.
Rick Pitino.
Okay, so he's dirty. He's a greaseball too, right? Like, you would consider him a dirtball, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so to me, just from the outside looking in and my little knowledge I do have, I feel like the only good coaches left, like pure good coaches that we have left that hopefully won't fall, are Coach K and Izzo from fucking Michigan State. I feel like those two are the only last 2 like reigning big guys. You know
The dudes from Villanova. I would put the dudes from Villanova in there too.
Cam, would you agree? Do you think those guys are dirty? And do you think at one time because Coach K is going to get busted? Because that's just weird, man. He gets all 3. Doesn't that kind of make you think, what does Duke have behind it? What do they offer them? How come they get all 3 of them go to the same place? Really, they all really want to share the ball together? To me, I just feel like there's so much collusion and dirtiness, just filthy nastiness in college basketball. And I'm sure there is in every college sport, same with football, Knocker. But I don't know, man. I think you're throwing Calipari under the bus when you're trying to put Coach K.
No.
You're trying to put Coach K up here like, oh, he does everything by the book, and
Josh,
Duke is
I
this.
agree. Every coach. I'm not going to say every coach is squeaky clean, but the fact that this guy blatantly got caught 2 times and basically acts that he's a moral person who actually cares about these kids is ridiculous.
Okay,
he just cares about winning.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
And I'm not trying to say like I'm not backing Coach K. I agree with you. I think the dude is a sleaze. I'm not going to say sleaze. I think that he's worked the system and he's got caught. He's just
Coach K?
No, not Coach K.
Calipari.
I can agree with them. I'm just trying to say that don't just think that Coach K and Izzo haven't worked the system themselves and they just haven't gotten caught yet because as things are going, man, everybody's got something in the closet.
No.
But here's I think to a little degree, but not to the level that, Calipari and Rick Pitino have done. I don't think Duke's done specifically those type of things, but you do have good, like, upstanding moral coaches in the sport right now. You have Jay Wright from Villanova, Roy Williams from UNC is a great coach, Bill Self from Kansas, Tom Izzo, Coach K. I just don't think a guy who's been caught twice and had 2 Final Fours vacated is allowed to throw stones at these guys. Like, if you're going to have someone else say it, but if it's coming from Coach Calipari, it's just veiled and shallow.
I feel like the big schools are eventually they get caught. Syracuse got caught. Kentucky got caught. Louisville got caught. I feel like just at some point, whether you're at the end of your reign, like Jim Boeheim, whatever Boeheim or whatever Boeheim guy for Syracuse. There's something like everybody has something. So I'm not gonna just shit on Calipari for doing the same thing that I think everybody else is doing.
But those guys
he
didn't.
just got caught.
Those
and
guys
he's got
didn't,
a good haircut.
Those guys
He's got good hair.
They
and
didn't.
Everyone hates him for it.
They didn't beat their chest and say that they were better than everybody else, and that they were just doing what the system made
And I can't
them
hate the
do.
guy. Does he get? Does he? If he? Hey,
Exactly.
when he gets those kids and he says, "Hey, come to my school. I'll make your kid a millionaire." Does he not send his kids to the NBA? Do they not get drafted?
A lot of them. Sure.
Okay, so let's just not bag on the
that's
guy.
fine for him to do that. What Cam's saying is, go ahead and do that, but when it doesn't work for you, don't start pissing on somebody else who beat you at your own game.
Yes, I can agree
Don't
with that.
cry.
It can't. Okay, I agree with that. So, okay, good. I like that, Cam.
He's getting mad. He's getting mad at
Renee,
people
play
for
that drop to
taking
end this in a
advantage of the
second.
same system that he is.
Exactly.
It's so veiled and hollow. It's just pettiness. Like, that's what it is. You're not as good as you think you are, and you're petty.
Thank you, Cam.
Exactly.
Thank you, Cam.
What else is bothering you, Cameron?
Oh, Cam, hey, I finally saw Star Wars last night, The Last Jedi. I actually went to the theater and paid money for that.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a steaming pile of garbage, right?
It was pretty bad.
Steaming
Overall,
pile of
overall,
garbage.
I give it a C.
What?
Overall, I give it a C.
I think that's being great. Very great.
Is that being generous?
Yeah, that movie was very bad. Like, it wasn't a bad Star Wars movie. Like, it was a really bad movie.
It was. You know what? I noticed is that the acting was not great. Laura Dern had no business in that movie.
Yeah,
Benicio
I didn't
del
like
Toro
her.
had no business
And
in
what's
that
with
movie.
the Harry Potter shit? When Princess Leia can breathe in outer space, and somehow she Harry Potter
It was a little.
herself
She did a Mary
back into the
Poppins.
ship.
She did
Yeah,
a Mary
she
Poppins over to the
fucking
to the
self.
ship.
The fuck is that about?
Yeah.
And then what? Luke Skywalker's milking a fucking animal?
Yeah, he drank this
And
breast
all of a
milk
sudden
from like.
he's Andrew Dice Clay popping jokes. Like
I think
what
the
fuck went on?
last 30 minutes of the movie was good, was decent, right? It got me in there, but it didn't have that intensity. You know, like usually when you see the dark side, you get that intense. Like you're into the movie, right? You're intense.
Knocker is getting so many mixed
Did
reviews
not
right now
have
about
that
Star Wars.
at
He
all.
doesn't know what to do with them.
My wife liked it.
I just think at a certain point they've kind of overplayed the series, and now it's become more about marketing than it has the actual story in the movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, the original trilogy was great, and they should have just left it there. But they're just going to keep making money off it, so I'm not going to go spend my money anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see mediocre movies.
Yeah.
Well, until Jar Jar Binks gets an Academy Award, it's all
No, he
crap
needs his own
anyway.
movie, bro. I want Jar Jar Binks movie.
It's all
Jar Jar
crap
should
anyway.
have his own movie.
He should. All right, hey, Cam, lastly here, man, is there anything to this? Well, again, we're going to get your picks. We'll cover the games with you next week on the show. But it came out today that the Patriots, Knocker, if you could throw it up here, Renee, are going to wear their road white uniforms,
Of course.
Knocker. And
Undefeated.
you said, who gives a shit?
They're
White
undefeated.
uniforms, who cares? Well, Knocker, let me
should
give
just
you
wear
a
the
little bit of
Browns
statistics
uniforms.
here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots elect to wear white for this. So the team is 3-0 in white in Super Bowls under Bill Belichick, Knocker, if you did not know that. And the two losses they did suffer, Knocker, were in their dark ones at the hands of the New York Giants, and we all know about that.
Yes.
So, bad news, Knock. The Patriots 3-1 in the Super Bowls. Does that do anything for you? You, Cam, does that sway your pick next week that the Patriots are wearing white at all? Anything to that?
Well, no, I mean, regardless, I'm going to pick the Patriots, but it's funny because 12 out of the last 13 have won the Super Bowl with white, correct? But the only team to win in a dark-colored uniform was the Packers in green, so it kind of works both ways.
Yeah, and I agree. And you look at here, Knock. You look at their blue unis for the Patriots. Okay, I'm just going to do a rundown. They won 2017 over the Rams. Remember that Super Bowl? Everyone remembers that one.
The first one.
Yep, and then they won over the Panthers in the blue unis. Those are their 2 wins, 32-29 over the Panthers. Then they lost 17-14 to the Giants and 21-17 to the Giants. They wore their red unis one year and they lost that one, Knocker, to the Bears, and that was a long time ago.
Top Bears.
One of their first Super. I think
That was 86.
Second Super Bowl then.
85 Bears.
Yeah, second Super Bowl because this is Brady's 6, so they were in 2 before Brady, right, or 3?
That was their first Super Bowl.
That was their first one.
Yes.
Because they're going to 10 total, I think.
Right, but I think they went to one with what's his name from Washington State, Drew Bledsoe.
Drew
They went to
Bledsoe,
one with
yeah.
Bledsoe and they lost.
They lost, and then in their white unis, Knocker, they lost to the Packers. That was Bledsoe's year, right? 35-21.
I believe so. Yes.
Right there, and then they a win over the Eagles, 24-21, and then they beat the Seahawks, 28-24, and then they beat the Falcons. So,
You know what's
go ahead.
the most surprising thing to me out of all the Super Bowl things coming out between, all the Patriots Super Bowl stats?
Yeah.
Is that last year was their largest margin of victory, which is crazy.
Really?
You guys know that?
The big ass
you didn't know
comeback,
that, right?
and
No, I
that was
just
their
read-
largest.
no,
6 points was
I
the largest margin of
I
victory.
just read their scores. Yeah, you're right, Cam. You're right.
Their first 3 Super Bowl wins were all by 3 points.
Yeah, their first
Their
Super Bowl
other one
was
by 4,
2017.
and now this last one was by 6.
Yeah,
Way to go,
their first
Cam.
one, their first Super Bowl they won was 2017.
Right.
Then it was 32-29 Knocker, and then it was 24-21. Then it was 28-24, and then 34-28. Yeah, 6 points.
Wow.
So that's big for betting.
Largest
That's right where
margin
the
of
line
victory.
is.
Yeah.
That's right where the line is.
That right there would have me sway more to the Eagles covering the spread than any other Super Bowl statistic you can give me.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That's a good statistic.
It is. They, you know what's funny is they've never even scored a point in the first quarter of the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's big. I mean, that's
mind-boggling.
That's insane.
It is. All right, well, Cam, hey,
I don't know if I can take all this.
We're gonna get to break here. We'll get into your Super Bowl next weekend. Yeah, we ran long this break. We went super long on this one. Where are you at traffic-wise? We talked about our traffic nightmares earlier. Where are you at right now?
I am currently sitting on the 10, just about to get to where downtown and Staples Center is.
Oh my God.
So I'm
And you're driving home?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's 7:16 now.
I'm right
Estimated time of arrival is 9 o'clock.
You can just take the gun and
9
I'll
o'clock.
be home by 8:30. But I'm right by Western Avenue right now. But I'll probably be home in an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
Traffic seems to lighten up a little as I leave a little bit later. But it sucks.
It's still a long
horrible.
drive.
Yeah, it's
Still
a
a long
bad
drive.
So, all right, Cam, we'll
Anything else bothering you
yeah, anything
before
else
we
you
sign
want-
off?
Yeah, anything else before we get to break here?
What's bothering Cam?
The fact that the Patriots are in the Super Bowl again, I can't stand it. I hate it. I just absolutely hate it.
All right, man. Well,
It's
Cam,
awful.
follow Cam at CBullock1 on Twitter.
Get your foursome together.
Yep.
You committed.
The
You
milk
are
team.
committed.
You're the milk team. You guys are coming in all white. You're the milk team, milk squad.
Yeah, I got to figure out who the hell's going to play with me.
No,
Got my friends
talk
who
to
play
Johnny.
golf
Talk to
and
Hernandez.
Yeah, talk
to
to Johnny.
Hernandez.
Talk to Hernandez. They'll play.
All right, I will talk to Brandon. I'll give you that.
No, talk to John, not Brandon. Brandon don't give a shit.
Yeah,
talk to John.
Yeah, he's probably drunk or something or something.
Right?
All right, I will talk to all the Hernandez.
There you go.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good, guys.
Take
Have a
care,
good
brother.
one.
Love you, buddy.
Later, Cam.
All right, Doc. What's your song coming up?
Oh, my song.
Yeah, we got your song of the week coming up right now. What is it?
It's a little thing by Morris Day and the Time.
What's it called?
Jungle Love. Oh, my jungle love.
By the time?
Yeah, I just feel like a little funk after some Still in Saigon last week. We got to kick it up a little bit.
All right, we're
Get a
going
little
to
funk
we got to
going.
be YouTube careful here. So, Doctor, we get back shot of the week.
Yes.
Viral videos, Wild World of Sports.
Still a lot to do.
Still a lot to do.
Right.
You're looking good today.
I am.
You're spry.
I am.
The wife's gone. You made some fucking kick-ass spaghetti.
I
You know what?
did.
For a Mexican,
And salad.
for a goddamn Mexican, you can cook a good bolognese sauce that's kick
Right.
ass.
I
It
do
is,
kick
yeah.
some ass on
You do.
spaghetti, man.
Yes.
It's healthy
Ready?
too, man.
You ready? You want to take it up on?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We'll be back there.